We're financially secure later in life. For small steps you can take to save for retirement, visit WeSaySaveIt.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Thursday. This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary with you. What's up, Rico?
Hello.
You all right?
Yeah,
All right, good.
I'm good.
Just got to double check on you.
I'm good. Just
Busy.
like I said in the water cooler, just busy.
Just busy.
Just a lot.
It's a good kind of busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
really
a-
good kind of busy.
Just a lot going on.
Yeah, I hear you. Plenty of stuff to talk about today. 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys the entire show today, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. All those are available for you guys. Or you can always reach out to us on Twitter, Nick_Sainert, or at Radio Rico AC. All right, so we are not going to get off the rails. We are not going to allow this show to be off the rails.
Are you sure?
Not 100% sure, but I'm going to try my best. We are going to try our best.
You said you. I never agreed to this.
Did you see today, Rico, that the Bucks and the Chiefs game is going to be played in Tampa Bay, regardless of hurricane, now tropical storm Ian?
Cool.
So they
Seems like a terrible idea, but sure.
They released a statement. Buccaneers statement on Week 4 game versus Chiefs. Our thoughts and prayers remain with many thousands in the Southwest Florida region who have been severely impacted by Hurricane Ian. We are also very thankful that the Tampa Bay area was spared and the most damaging consequences of this powerful storm. We have informed the NFL after consulting with local and state agencies that we are ready to play Sunday night's game against the Kansas City Chiefs at Raymond James Stadium as originally scheduled. That's excitement.
Whatever, dude. That seems like a terrible idea.
Seems like a really bad idea. Thousands and thousands are without power. Thousands and thousands have lost homes. Property's been damaged. But here we are going to play a football game.
Like, hey, you know what you should do?
It's still okay to play a football game.
You know what you should do is come to the football game. It'll make you
come on
forget
out.
all your worries.
Guys, yeah, come on out. Spend a couple $100 per ticket. And just come on out, enjoy a game.
Are there blackout restrictions?
Have a great time watching the game of the team that can't find the end zone offensively. And you get to watch
Are there
the
blackout
the
restrictions for NFL?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So are they even going to be able to watch it? I mean, granted, some of them don't have
That's
power.
interesting. That's true. I mean, well, it's Sunday Night Football. It would be on NBC, but they don't have power, so they can't watch it.
Idiots.
But hey, Raymond James Stadium, ready for
All
a
that
football
power.
game. Ready for a football game.
All those lights. It's Sunday night, so they'll have the lights on.
Oh, right. That's right. More power.
Yeah.
Generators.
Yeah.
It's
Shout out
unless
to the rest of Florida that doesn't have power.
unless Tampa Bay believes
You can say he. It's
the
their
Bucks,
owner.
the Bucks,
You can say he. It's definitely their owner.
unless they believe that they'll be able to, have all this power. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe Tampa Bay has power and everything like that. There's probably somewhere we could go to look at that. It just seems like a really bad idea. Like you said, Rico, everybody else doesn't have power. So we're good to play a football game. Like I said, spend a couple $100 or spend however much money it is to buy a ticket for this game. Like, how full will the stadium be?
Oh, I guarantee it's full. Like they said, Tampa was spared. So all the people from there. And
All right, so
the
Chiefs, the Tampians.
Yeah, and then the Chiefs fans who, want to enjoy. Can I say nice weather? Will it be nice weather? Will it be cloudy, overcast?
I don't know.
We
We could look this up. Weather this weekend in Tampa.
But like that sign I just showed you, sometimes hurricanes don't do exactly what they're projected to do. Sometimes they veer left. Sometimes they veer right. Sometimes they lose to Middle Tennessee State.
So it's raining today in Tampa.
Don't you breeze over that joke?
I'm gonna laugh at
good
that.
joke.
Come on. Thank you. It's raining today in Tampa. Tomorrow it looks like it's going to be 81 degrees. Saturday 85. Sunday 85. So if you're a Chiefs fans, Go on down. Yeah. Okay. Web Blankets makes a good point. It's about not refunding $200 to everyone who's already purchased tickets. I feel like the way that organizations work, unfortunately, is they probably put that in the fine print. Like no refunds, regardless of
Probably.
reason.
I mean, you don't have to refund it. You could just have them use it for a different game later on down the road.
Like, here's the thing. So this Hurricane Ian,
Like if you play Jacksonville, I'm sure those people aren't going to show up. So you can just throw those people that didn't go to the Kansas
I don't
City
know.
game.
Jacksonville might win the AFC South. Don't forget, Rico.
I think I'm
that was a buy or sell question.
I think did I buy it? No, I sold it. But I think I'm gonna retract that statement. And just like I did with the Bengals last year, I'm hopping on the big cat train.
You're going with the Jags.
I'm hopping on the big cat train. Not
Why?
to make the Super Bowl.
Why?
But to win the AFC South.
Just to win the AFC South.
Absolutely no reason, which is exactly the reason that I had for the Bengals.
Okay.
I was on the Bengals early last year. People, if you've listened to this station for a
forget
while,
about that.
you'll remember I was on the Bengals for a while.
I do. I'll be honest. I don't remember that. I remember you being part of the Bengals fan
part
club,
of the Bengals train.
but I don't remember you claiming that they were going to have postseason success like they did.
I said that they were going to be really good. And
Okay,
nobody believed
that
me.
is all relative.
And nobody believed me.
Really good is relative.
Yeah,
it's
but
a
it was
relative
more-
statement.
it was
you
more
need to
than what
learn that
everybody
you got to
else said.
back up. Or you got to be more specific with your.
It was
takes.
more than what everybody else said. Nobody believed me.
Well, can you blame them?
No,
Think about how much you grew in the last year.
I have been right on a lot of things. Thor, the Bengals.
Thor.
I was
Thor's
right.
senior year was good.
I was right.
Yeah. Speaking of Husker basketball, had their first practice today.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. I unfortunately didn't get to go, but Blaze Keita seems to be getting some traction.
Love Blaze Keita.
Blaze Keita, top JUCO guy.
My guy.
Mm,
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
wait a second.
Maybe.
Does this get added to the list of Rico's guys that, hold on, I can quickly pull up here. They have been pulled up. It would be your 13th guy.
Yeah.
Are you ready for Blaze
Add
Keita?
Blaze Keita to
Add
the
Blaze
list.
Keita
Add
to the
Blaze
guy?
Keita to
Okay.
the list. My guy.
It's Keita, right?
Yes.
All right. So now we have.
I also believe Blaise.
That's why I always
Yeah.
spelled it. We're good. So, in addition to Blaze Keita, you have Isaiah Garcia Castaneda, Bo Nix,
Mm-hmm.
Wilhelm Breidenbach,
Mm.
Oleg Koyanets,
That, yeah.
Nuri,
Free Oleg. Free
Nuri.
Nuri.
okay, Latman,
Still tearing it up.
still your guy,
Still tearing it up.
okay, Bryce Matthews,
Okay.
Noah Pola Gates,
Yep.
Ivan Wager Ogo,
Oh, I miss him so much.
yeah, that's true, Thor,
Thor,
obviously.
my guy.
Then my two personal favorites, dreaded Andrew McCutcheon,
Yep.
and can you name the other one?
Mello.
All Carmelo Anthony's.
All of them. It's just Mello.
Actually, time out. All Carmelo Anthony's was that for your guy. On dudes, Bryce McGowan's, Phildarius Payne, DUI Mello.
Yep. DUI Mello, my dude.
Okay, DUI Mello. Rico's dude. Unnamed Texter asks, Lions next year? Big Cat theory?
Maybe. Could be the Panthers.
No, Lions.
You never know. It takes 3 games for the Big Cat theory to take place.
Hey, Lions are going to be good. Lions are a competent football team. I need you to admit to me
Being
that I was
competent
right.
does not mean
I was
good.
They are going to win more than
They have
6.5
one
games,
win.
Rico.
That you can't call them competent already.
But look at the way. Well, now Amon-Ra St. Brown's injured, so the whole thing might fall
all
off the
bad.
rails.
Wet blanket. I'm not reading that because don't stop it.
Yeah, wet blanket's a real wet blanket.
Yeah,
today.
you've been a real wet blanket right now.
He's just being too much.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Wring yourself out and come back.
Do you just sit by the phone all day, just typing away all these negative,
wring
negative
yourself out.
jokes?
Wring yourself out. Hang yourself in the sun and come back. He's a blanket. Okay, don't. He's a blanket.
You gotta be careful.
He's
there,
a blanket.
Rico, you gotta be careful
He's
there.
like Towley from South Park.
You gotta be careful there. What we're saying. We are not
We're talking to a
instigated.
blanket. I'm talking to a blanket, not a person. If it was a person,
Well-
I would never say that. But this is a blanket we're talking to, all right? First off, I don't know how to blanket has a phone and can type, but that's impressive in its own right.
Whoa.
Remember when you said the show wouldn't get off the rails?
Yeah, because you say out of pocket things like that.
I'm so good at what I do.
You're saying out of pocket things like that. Wet blanket says you say negative, I say right. Yeah. Yeah, Tyler, you can't tell a guy to hang himself. That's what I was like. Whoa,
I'm talking to a blanket.
Whoa. Rico, you gotta chill, man.
It's a blanket.
Go hang yourself out in the sun.
I said wring yourself out.
And
Hang yourself in the sun so you can dry off so you're not a wet blanket anymore. You guys are taking my words way out of context, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've never taken anything I say out of context.
And no, Bryce Matthews, the baseball player, is not playing basketball. He's just my guy. He's the best baseball player on the planet.
I wish more other sport athletes need to play basketball. Like a Noah Vedral.
Like
Who was the other guy? Was it Brant?
Was it
I
Brant?
think
it was.
Why have we not talked to Brant about this yet?
It's been a while. We should bring Brant in next week. If he can.
Should we bring Nuri in too?
I'll text him.
Did Brant Banks so he was
It was definitely Brant. I remember the hair with the headband. It was definitely Brant.
You got it. Yep, it was. He shot a couple free throws. That's right.
Good on him.
Yeah, that's right. He had the Noah Vedral and Brant Banks. Yeah, nice work. That's big.
Things you love to see.
That's
but also
work.
Not really, because that
was
a lot
bad.
Of injured
but
people.
then side note, Michael Jacobson, former Husker basketball player, then transferred to Iowa State, played basketball at Iowa State, was a tight end for the Indianapolis Colts for a while.
Yes. Did he make the roster?
I don't know. I saw him catch he caught a touchdown in the preseason. Michael Jacobson is an American football tight end who is a free agent.
Boo.
He played college basketball for the Iowa State Cyclones and Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Somebody pick him up.
Somebody give Michael Jacobson a chance.
49ers, your tight end sucks right now.
Wet Blanket says, Nick, my self-esteem is so high from being right about almost everything that I text this station about. Gee whiz.
You haven't been right. You've just been not wrong.
Well, here's the
thing. We're not giving Wet Blanket any credit.
Well, the way that Nebraska's program has kind of went in the last couple years, you could say practically anything that is not positive and be right about it.
Probably be right.
There, to some extent, you're right about it.
Yeah,
like that's just
you're taking the easy road.
Yeah, we're taking the tough road, trying to figure out a way that this is a positive situation.
Yeah, hey, Wet Blanket, how about you try and convince me that something good's going to happen? Go ahead. I'll wait.
There you go. That'd be great. Okay, Waterboy with a question. Who's the best dual athlete in Huskers history?
I know there's one, and everybody's going to, make fun of us for it. I mean, why can I not remember his name right now? Baseball and punter.
Darren
Erstad. There's going to be another one, and everybody's going to be like, how would you not mention this person? And I'm going to feel bad about it.
Okay, wasn't Turner Gill a multi-sport athlete?
Was he?
Oh, I don't know. That people are going to I almost said they're going to come after me for it. Who was the wide receiver and center fielder 5 to 10 years ago?
I have no idea.
Okay, here we go. Ed with Keith Newbert, power forward and tight end. Yeah, let us know. 402-464-5685. Best dual sport athlete in Husker history. Okay, yep. Jeremy says Turner Gill played baseball too.
You guys are bad at this.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
That's what the text line is for.
Anyway, yeah, it's what the text line is for. Turner Gill played shortstop. Yep. Strick.
Did he play two?
He could have.
Was going to. I think he just did basketball.
I think he just did basketball, but he could have played two.
If he didn't go professional in baseball, he could have played baseball here.
That's right.
But he went professional.
He decided to get drafted.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah, somebody says Darren Erstad, Noah Vedral, football and basketball. Thank you, Rubber Duck. Hey, speaking of
the
Rubber
Davis
Duck,
twins were great track athletes.
Yes. Speaking of, here's the thing. Now this is off topic. Shocker. Before we get to our first break, Rico, yes. I'm headed back into Farrell's. And if I don't say it publicly, I'm not going to be held accountable.
Yeah, we need everybody to hold Nick accountable.
So I know that there's a couple of folks on the text line because we've gotten a couple of texts saying, Nick, Rico, do Farrell's with us, do the 10-week challenge and everything. I'm not doing the 10-week challenge, but I'm coming in. I'm going to be a part of Farrell's.
Okay.
And that's all it is going to be. That's what's going to happen. Kyrie Cooper, I think, is the one that was center fielder, wide receiver. unless Kyrie Cooper was a defensive back. I know Corey Cooper was a defensive back for Nebraska.
Waterboy said Corey Cooper or something like that.
So probably Kyrie Cooper. Bipolar's right.
Which Cooper was it?
Because Corey Cooper was a defensive back under like the Bo Pelini years with Dejon Gomes and Austin Cassidy was back there, I know.
Okay.
In part of that. But I would say I think the baseball football player was Kyrie Cooper. So I don't know. Mark's getting mad at us because we are bad at this. But Tyler says he never did anything on the football field, unfortunately. Yeah. Josh from Dorchester says Fudge Sickle is now just going to be Fudge Pop. What a shame. Referring to me, obviously. Let's hope. I am going to demolish the name Thickless. It's done.
Crush it.
Rubber Duck from LinkedIn says, I'll be your accountability buddy. Thank you.
It should have just been accountability buddy. Yeah.
I just didn't say it like that.
Why would you say it wrong?
Well,
Rubber Duck went to all that work to make sure that it was spelled correctly, and you just
thank you, Rubber
threw
Duck.
it in the trash.
I appreciate that, Rubber Duck. All right, let's go ahead and take our first time out. When we come back, let's dive into Nebraska or Indiana, because we ask this question every week before a Nebraska football game. How comfortable are you in? Come on in, Mark. I see you standing outside the door. Come on in.
What do you want?
Just listening. Come on in. You don't get to be on the air anymore very often. Shout out to Blog Jog. Rip.
Hey, guys. I had a question to ask you about scheduling in the break. So I was waiting until the break to come in and talk to you.
Okay, we're going to have a break.
But thanks for having me in now.
How's it going,
We can do it now. We always do this on air.
How do people sign up for Ferals? Because there's still time.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for asking. They can go to fxblincoln.com and sign up through there. Or, you know what? Let me just give out Jeff's cell phone number here on air.
He's okay with it.
He loves when I do that.
He's done it before.
Yeah. But text him and let him know that the ticket sent you, and you'll get half off of your enrollment there. So instead of it being $450, it's $224.50 or something like that. Which is a great deal that we here at the ticket are giving. Now they're giving it.
Yeah,
we have nothing to do with it. We're also here.
Yeah, right. We're telling you about
we are here,
and you can watch me punch a bag.
What time are you gonna go?
So he said he was gonna go with AD.
Accountability.
Yeah, accountability. So I'm planning on 6.
Nice.
Because that way I have enough time to get showered every morning into the show.
Yeah,
for 8 a.m.
Who is going to hold whom more accountable?
So AD doesn't know that I'm going to sign up yet.
Okay,
or not sign up because I'm not even signing up for like the 10-week challenge.
He's definitely listening.
But I did talk to Jeff, and I was like, he told me that we could do like the whole body comp thing just so I could track it, which is huge. That's awesome because I'm a big like need to see results guy, and need to see or need to feel results, I should say. So then we're doing the body comp thing here in the next couple of days. But I told Jeff, because he asked me, he's like, what time do you think you'll be able to come? And I was like, I don't know. Like I get up at 6:30 every morning now. So I'd hope like 45 minutes earlier won't affect me too much.
Yes, it will.
I'm sure it will, but it's going to be like a process. So we just got to,
are you going to do the whole food tracking deal too? Like you going all in?
I'm not, I don't know if I'll go all in necessarily, but I'm definitely going to stop. I like going to try to eat better.
Okay.
Like if that makes sense.
Well, I'm just like that's really open-ended, right? Like
it is
trying to eat better.
It's what I just got mad at. It's exactly what I just got mad at Rico for. It's all relative. And so
you get mad at me for a lot of things.
I do. Well, you give me a lot of reasons to be mad at you.
I don't like
I'm kidding. No fast food's the first one because I'm a big fast food guy. Big fast food because it's easy, it's quick. And I actually just enjoy fast food.
I mean, you can just get healthier fast food.
Well, so like, here's the thing.
Trust me, I talked to Jeff.
Like Chipotle.
Yeah,
depending on what you get on it.
It's all about your choices anyway.
Bingo.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing. Step 1 is gotta X out the McChickens. The McChickens get me every day. Not every day, but quite often.
How many McChickens a day?
Not every day.
How many McChickens do you get every time you order McChickens? Because I feel like I remember this, and it's just
you guys know this.
It's an astonishing amount of McChickens.
But it's still good to hear you say it.
I get 2 McChickens and 2 cheeseburgers, no pickle every time I go to McDonald's. Same order.
Well, hang on. There's a vegetable on there. Get it off.
I just don't like here's a personal food take.
2
I don't like
McChickens and 2 burgers every time.
I don't like biting into a pickle on a hamburger. I love relish, but I don't like the actual pickle.
Those are very different.
Well, it's like a condiment. It's a pickle. It's pickled stuff.
I don't think a pickle is a condiment. It's just a topping.
What's the Mark? You're standing there silent.
I'm not splitting hairs here.
I am.
I don't care.
I don't eat either, but still.
Yeah.
I understand the equivalency between relish and pickles.
Same thing with tomatoes. Like, I like tomatoes. I just don't like biting into a tomato and having to actually into a burger.
I take the tomatoes off and I make sure they add ketchup. Yeah, same.
That's what I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. You guys make fun of me, but it's all about personal preference. Anyway, what's Jeff's phone number?
Jeff's phone number, where you can sign up for your own 10-week challenge through Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping with 2 convenient locations. It's 402-310-4026. One more time, that's 402-310-4026.
Bryce says, Nick, I'd relish, nice, the opportunity to change your mind on pickles. I don't need my mind changed on pickles. I like pickles. It's just I don't like biting into pickles.
He's offering pickles.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I like pickles, Bryce.
Chase B, we won't go off topic. That's a lie.
Dang. Joe says, I'm in the 6 a.m. I'll hold your ass accountable.
Yes.
Thank you. Rubber Duck from LinkedIn also said it. I'll be your accountability buddy.
He's gonna be he's gonna be 6 a.m. at Pio though, over at the Pioneers location.
I wish I could go to Yankee Ridge.
Are you one of those cool guys that
Yankee
says
Ridge.
Pio now?
He's been in it 20 plus weeks.
Are you that guy now?
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, the Pharaoh's location out of Pio. Mark's a cool guy.
Say it,
Are you
Mark.
making fun of me for going to the gym? Is that what's happening here?
Yes.
Enrico's the only one that would do that. He's the only one that would make fun of somebody for going to the gym.
Oh, gosh, you're such good shape. You loser.
Grab your boxing gloves. Let's go.
I gotta
Let's
find
do
out
it.
your clothes are fitting you.
That's funny.
What a nerd.
And Nick's gonna go to Pio.
What do you feel healthier in your own skin now or something?
That's too bad. So Yankee Ridge is Yankee Ridge like a better location?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been to Pio.
Okay. Well, maybe you should try it sometime. Go to the other side.
They're like equidistant from my house too. I've always done
I wish I could go to Yankee Ridge. I'm a big south side of town guy. I love the south side of town.
Pioneers isn't south enough.
It's not. No, Pioneers.
More southern.
I look at South being like Old Cheney and farther south. That's South Lincoln.
Okay.
Pioneers. People forget that like Pioneers is now in the center of Lincoln.
Lincoln goes pretty far north too, man.
It does, but
People forget.
a lot of people. I mean, like Hickman. Hickman is basically Lincoln now.
I mean, Roca is.
Yeah, Roca's maybe that's a better one. Roca's basically Lincoln. I mean, all the houses being built out there.
Oh, I definitely do that thing because I grew up, in the Norris School District. So I definitely do that thing where every time I'm coming into town from the south, I'm like, wow, I remember when this was just fields, like every single time. The town didn't start until South Point. What is all this stuff?
That's true.
Crazy.
I love looking at old pictures of the city. I love looking at old pictures of the city being like, this is what this used to look like. Like prior to the time that their roundabouts were on 70th and Pine Lake, between 56th and 70th and Pine Lake and that roundabout there, when it just used to be a normal stoplight and you had the congestion of traffic.
You ever go downtown
crazy to think about
and just pick a building and then try and look up its history?
I don't necessarily do that. Should I?
I highly recommend it.
Just start where maybe I'll start with the Embassy Suites. How long was the Embassy Suites? How long has the Embassy Suites been around?
Other buildings?
I'd pick a more historic building. Maybe.
What's the historic building downtown?
Literally
the Capitol?
Any other building?
I mean,
The Capitol's so general.
there's
though.
the Grand Manse. There's the Golds Building.
Golds
there's
Building. Shout out to
Haymarket.
the Golds Building that was supposed to be a hotel momentarily. It was supposed
Part
to be
of its long, elaborate history.
Yeah. When was Embassy Suites created? When was it built?
Why are you doing this to yourself?
You guys should go to break so I can ask you about scheduling.
Let's go ahead and go to break. When we come back, we'll have a pretty short segment because I got to get out of here in a little bit. We'll be right back on the happy hour.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your high school football coverage rolls on right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainert. Join me this Friday at 8 p.m. for a deep city rivalry between Lincoln Southeast and Lincoln Southwest. The Knights come in winners of 3 in a row and fresh off a big 56-35 win last Friday, while the Silverhawks continue their run towards the playoffs after dominating Omaha Bryan last week 56-0 and boasting a 4-1 record in 2022. Kickoff is scheduled for 8 p.m. and you can listen to all the action right here on your home for high school football, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Fall has arrived, and it's the perfect weather for the DIY market to listen to the game while building a deck. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smooth. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671 or go online at deckcityne.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at friedmanlaw.com today.
Get an immediate look back at the game from the people who know it best. It's the Tanner's post-game show and the final word live from Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Hear from former players and national champions like Jay Foreman, Rashawn Jackson, and Aaron Davis and see what they saw in that day's game. It's the Tanner's post-game show and the final word. Live and in person, home or away at Tanner's Bar and Grill, brought to you by Bauer Infrastructure. Only here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew live from Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Brought to you by A1 Automotive, Mullen Motors, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Bauer Underground, Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group, and Ritchie Brothers.
It's tailgate season. Why would you bounce around from place to place for all your beverage needs when you could have it all in one place? Wine, Beer, and Spirits has everything for your parties with their 3 locations in Lincoln, Grand Island, and Omaha. It's the largest liquor store in the state, and here's the best part. You can get a drink from their bar and walk around with it as you shop for all your tailgate necessities. Locally owned and operated, it's Wine, Beer, and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
There's not many things worse than having plumbing issues at your home or business, but it's even worse if the problem isn't fixed correctly. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time, and they specialize in several things: general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Mild and breezy conditions here for our Thursday, topping out with a high of 78. South winds could gust over 20 at times, with just a few passing clouds. Heading into tonight, we'll keep a little bit of cloud cover around the region, a low down to around 53. Warm and breezy again tomorrow. South winds gusting over 20 with a high of 82. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary. Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back here on the Happy Hour, 93.7 the Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick and Rico hanging out with you guys. 402-464-5685. The Embassy Suites
Why did you do that?
Was built in 2000.
It's 22 years old.
It's history.
That's not historic at all.
Chase B, as the FedEx driver for Hickman, Nick, I have to disagree that Hickman's part of Lincoln. I meant more Roca, I suppose.
He didn't.
I mean, because now you're about to get this South Beltway and everything part of Lincoln that it's really going to keep expanding. Lincoln is, I mean. Husker driver. I remember when east of Walmart on Superior was all fields.
I don't remember any of this because I did not grow up in Lincoln.
You should have.
I grew up in Omaha.
West?
South.
South Omaha. Sorry.
The better part of Omaha.
We'll see about that.
It's a fact.
Anyway, once
Shout
again,
out to the meatpacking plants.
Yeah.
And all of the great smells that came out of there. I don't care what anybody says. It smelled
that
terrible,
the thing
but
that blew up?
It reminded me of home. No.
Is that the thing that caught on fire?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember what that was.
There was something in Omaha that caught on fire.
The meatpacking plant will never
catch on fire.
Ever. It just smells like
staple.
It just smells like poop, blood, burning hair.
Oh, gosh, that's so gross.
And it reminds me of home.
And that's home.
It's terrible, and I go, nah, it's home. That's what it is.
That's wild. Jay in Lincoln says, I need more of Nick and Rico during the day.
Well, guess what? You get this hour.
You get this hour. I'm on from 8 to 10. Rico's on from 12 to 2.
Yep.
Basically.
There you go.
So 8 to 10 and 1 to 2.
You get
and then
3 hours of Nick and 2 hours of Rico.
That's true.
1 hour together.
You pop in every now and then, though.
From time to time.
You know?
Not today. I was busy.
You popped in today when we were talking Little Red.
Yeah. Forget Little Red.
Anyway, once again, 402-464-5685. Got a couple minutes left in this shorter segment here. How are we feeling going into Indiana, Rico? Because we sit here and we want to call it a must-win game.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
Because if you want to have any type of success or any type of momentum that will lead you to success, you need to win this game. You've had such a rough stretch to start the season, building upon the last 4, 5, 6 years of rough stretches that you've had.
Yeah.
That you need some type of turnaround. And I'm not saying that this is the turnaround, something to regain confidence in yourselves as players and as coaches that you can actually have yourselves a successful season. And I'm not saying that they're not going to have a successful season, but this game against Indiana is a must win in order to mentally prepare yourself or get yourself mentally ready for the rest of the season.
Well, I also think from a very realistic standpoint here, Rico, we kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday. From a truly realistic standpoint, and it's going to sound brutal and harsh, and that's just kind of the way it is right now, I suppose. You need wins anywhere you can get them.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at the schedule, the what we called at the beginning of the season, the easier portion of games is now behind us.
You won one game.
And you won one. And that was the easier portion of games when we were looking at the schedule in, the early August kind of time frame. And at that point, remember what we were saying, or at least I said, if Nebraska is able to get off on the winning foot here, and they actually get a little bit of momentum, who knows what this team looks like with a 4-2 record or a 5-1 record, or God forbid a 6-0 record. Nobody has any idea. However, right now, in years past, we knew what this team looked like with a sub 500 record. But right now, with Mickey Joseph and with a defense that does not involve Eric Shenander, and with an offense that involves much more skill players and a much better running back room than they've had in years past, we don't necessarily know. And I think curiosity is a really good word right now, because we don't know what they're going to look like come Saturday against a team that's not ranked 6th in the country like the Oklahoma Sooners were.
Mm-hmm. Not a team that is going to be physically and athletically superior to you. Indiana and Nebraska will kind of be on even footing for the most part, so it'll be a nice matchup of kind of good on good when you're looking at it, because I don't really know what to say about Northwestern and North Dakota and Georgia Southern, but against Indiana, you feel like you match up really well with them, at least, offensive. Like your offense, their offense, you match up pretty well. Your defense and their defense are both not that great. So it'll be kind of a test of wills on the defensive side of things, and it'll be a good test for your new defensive coordinator and your new looking defense that's supposed to be simplifying things and kind of getting down to the bare bones of what a defense is supposed to play like.
Here's what's interesting. Tommy asks this, says this, I should say. I think if Mickey Joseph pulls off 4 or 5 wins, that's huge, quote, improvement. And it feels like kind of we're right back to that improvement discussion, because that's where you're at as a program. Mm-hmm. It's always talking about how much progress can we make, how much have we made since Mickey Joseph took over and things like that. That's the conversation that we're going to have the rest of the year here, because the possibility of Nebraska making a bowl game isn't that high. Just calling it, being honest and truthful about it. If you look at how Nebraska played the first 4 games and now looking at 8 games remaining, you don't feel really good about Nebraska's chances, especially when you go back to what we kind of brought up yesterday and you have to face the 5 straight games of pretty tough running backs.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where we're going to be sitting here at the end of the season, unfortunately, again, possibly, unless something unexpected happens, where Nebraska misses out on a bowl game, and we're going to have how much progress did Mickey Joseph make on the field, right? Because then we're going to have that whole discussion of tangible evidence that we can point to on the field, or things that we are being told are going on behind the scenes, but we can't see on Saturdays.
There will be the off the field improvement that we're not going to be able to see on Saturdays. But if you're what you just said, if you take this Nebraska team from these first 4 games and you put it up against the rest of the schedule, the remaining schedule, it's hard to find another win. So if you get 4 or 5 wins going in the rest of the season, that's massive improvement.
Yeah, I think there's something to be said about that. Once again, 402-464-5685. AA Ron asked this: any chance we could still get a bowl at 5-7? I know it comes down to all the attrition numbers, or like the graduation rate, right?
Graduation rate and how many teams are eligible for bowls.
That's right.
If teams pull out of bowls.
That's right.
The other 5-7 teams that have high graduation rates, it's a lot. Mm-hmm. It would be a lot better to just control your own destiny and win 6 games.
Yeah, please win 6 games. Okay, let's go ahead and take a timeout. Rico, I got good news. The Cubs won last night.
I saw that.
And they are up 1-0 right now on the Phillies.
I really need them to lose twice. Just twice.
They need to lose once for the over not to hit. I was wrong on the math. They just need to lose once.
Then I need them to lose. I can't have the
Cubs are winning again over the Phillies. It's early on in the game, but it's happening. So, all right, I'm done for today. Rico will be back with Nathan here in a couple minutes. You're listening to the Happy Hour on The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch, free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds, If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
It's tailgate season. Why would you bounce around from place to place for all your beverage needs when you could have it all in one place? Wine, Beer, and Spirits has everything for your parties with their 3 locations in Lincoln, Grand Island, and Omaha. It's the largest liquor store in the state, and here's the best part. You can get a drink from their bar and walk around with it as you shop for all your tailgate necessities. Locally owned and operated, it's Wine, Beer, and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
There's not many things worse than having plumbing issues at your home or business, but it's even worse if the problem isn't fixed correctly. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time, and they specialize in several things: general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew live from Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Brought to you by A1 Automotive, Mullen Motors, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Bauer Underground, then Bleicher with Professional Realty Group, and Ritchie Brothers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Mild and breezy conditions here for our Thursday, topping out with a high of 78. South winds could gust over 20 at times, with just a few passing clouds. Heading into tonight, we'll keep a little bit of cloud cover around the region, a low down to around 53. Warm and breezy again tomorrow. South winds gusting over 20 with a high of 82. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tractor Supply is looking for full-time team members for their Waverly Distribution Center. Applicants can expect a 3- and 4-day work week schedule with additional overtime days with both day and night shift schedules available. Stand-up forklift and high-reach forklift experience is a plus for open positions, but they're willing to train for those without experience. At Tractor Supply, they work hard, have fun, and make money. Apply today at tractorsupply.jobs. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. It's soul food right here in Lincoln. Ribs, wings, catfish, coleslaw, cornbread, grits. I mean, I'd say it's food like your grandma used to make, but my grandma never made food like that. If you haven't already, you've got to give it a try. Check out their location across from South Point at 27th and Pine Lake, or find their food truck at events all over town, or visit them online at maryellens.com to see the full menu. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Let them fix you a plate.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez-Clary, presented by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the happy hour here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. I am Rico, joined now by Nathan Brennan as Nicholas Sainert has gone to class. The young man of 22 years of age, the same age as the Embassy Suites in Lincoln.
Well, no, he's actually 21.
Oh, yeah, he is only 21.
No, he's not 22
Yeah, he's
yet.
not even 22. He's like, oh, yeah, I was born in 2000. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're 21. Not even the same age as the Embassy Suites. No history there.
Rico, do you know my age?
Your age? You're like 24.
24, nice.
That was
impressive.
A complete guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was pretty impressive. Yeah, you're right on the money. 24 years young.
You could pass for a 22.
That's what I always wonder is like when I go to the bars, do you think they assume that I'm just a kid in college? I've always wondered that. Because some
I think
people
I could still pass for. I think I could still pass for.
I think you probably. All right, I don't know about high school.
All I gotta do is
you
shave.
got a nice beard.
All I
No,
gotta
I
do is
mean if
shave.
you shave, I've never seen you clean shaven.
I will never.
You should do it.
No,
I
look
clean
like
shave
a-
every day.
I look like a 12-year-old.
We'll do it together.
I won't.
You just get a razor and just
I'm not gonna do it.
spread off.
I'll just get rid of the mustache.
But I've always wondered that when I walk into a bar, if they're just like, here's another college kid, got to check his ID, make sure it's not fake. And for the longest time too, like my Virginia ID would get questioned all the time.
Oh yeah,
because for some reason, I don't know why this is, but in Virginia, you get your license renewed when you're 20. So my license technically didn't expire until 2027. So it was still a vertical ID. It was the picture from when I was like 16.
That's weird.
Yeah. No, it was really weird. People were all the time like, "Oh, this is fake." I'm like, "Dude, really? It's a vertical Virginia ID.
It's not fake, I promise.
This would really be stretching it if you thought this was the case." But no. So
You're just like, yeah, here you go.
But now I'm officially a Nebraska resident. I got my license. I'm not going to go into that story again because it'll just make me frustrated. It'll make me very angry.
Jake, did you bring breadsticks for everybody? I don't know if he can hear us. I don't know what he went to.
He brought a
facilities.
cookie.
Are those breadsticks? Get. All right, can you hear me? I don't know if he can hear me. The other headphones are going to be the ones that he needs.
Yeah, those aren't going to
realize
realize
it quite.
He
yet.
never realized those ones.
Yeah, he never does.
Oh, there we go.
Jake, are those breadsticks?
They are.
Are they for everyone?
Yeah, that's why I brought them back.
I
I think
love
I'm gonna have 6 breadsticks myself.
Jake,
I mean, maybe.
Jake, I hate your team, but I love you.
You're welcome. And also, I got a cookie for us all to share too. It's one.
You nervous for tonight?
No. You want to know why, Nathan?
I'd be nervous.
The Bengals are wearing all white, man. I'd be careful.
Guys, this is why I'm not nervous. I entered the first 4 games saying if they're 2-2, that's great. If they're 3-1, awesome. If they're 4-0, what do I even do with my hands? I have no idea.
I don't know about
Like
that.
Ricky
though.
Bobby.
The thing is, I feel like this is a rat line. It feels weird for
What?
some reason. I don't know because I think the Bengals, like everyone's hammering the Dolphins tonight because they're what +3. Everyone's hammering the
No, I
Dolphins.
said if the Dolphins lose, I'm fine. That's
no,
why I
I mean,
said
but
that.
you
That's
see, you
all
don't
I
know what to do with your hands. You're gonna know what to do with your hands.
You're gonna put your
If
head
the
in.
Dolphins win for it. You think they win?
You're gonna.
No,
put
I
your-
don't think the
no,
Dolphins win.
You're gonna put your head in your hands.
Here's the deal: if the
The
Dolphins,
line doesn't make sense to me.
if the Dolphins win, where's their next loss at, or where's their first loss? Their next 5 games are nobody's. The Jets, they're not losing the Jets. They have the Jets number, like the
Yeah,
Patriots.
The Jets always have
We
a
own
weird
the
game
Jets
where they
and
win.
Patriots.
Though. You just better. If it's Joe Flacco, watch out.
It'll be Zach Wilson. We own him.
Ugh. Well,
Their
you'll
schedule
beat the hell out
is
of
just
Zach Wilson.
crazy. I mean, again, they can afford a loss tonight because they've already had 3 great wins, all in conference, by the way. So they're already 3-0 in conference.
By the way,
2-0
the
in
old
division.
Dolphins logo much better than the new Dolphins logo.
Yeah, okay, so the Dolphins after this week will play the Jets next week on the road. Then they host the Vikings. That's a tough game.
Are the Vikings actually good? Like they won that first game against Green
No,
Bay.
the
but they're
Vikings
like,
are good. They just have Kirk Cousins.
Okay, then it gets pretty good though. I mean, they have the Steelers in Miami. It's a win. Steelers suck. At the Lions will be tough, but a win.
The Lions are actually
I know.
decent this year.
They're not.
At the Bears,
Amon-Ra
beating the
St.
Bears.
Brown is hurt.
Okay, at the Bears,
He's going to play.
at the Bears, we're not losing that.
That's
No,
easy.
you won't
That's an
lose
easy
to-
win.
Unless you got Khalil Herbert, hokey.
Then the Dolphins host the Browns. Deshaun won't be back
No,
yet.
not
That's
yet.
still
Yeah,
Jacoby
no, not
Brissett.
yet.
Then,
Watch out,
then
Jacoby
the
Brissett's
Texans,
great.
and then I mean,
Holy
they can go
easy
10-0.
schedule. My
well, they've
goodness.
already played the Ravens, Bills, and Patriots.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's
The
easy because
Bengals-
they haven't made the playoffs in
Hey,
what,
it was
7 years?
front load. That's why I'm like 3-1 or 4-0 is a dream right now.
If they get past the Bengals, their next hardest test is the Vikings. If you get past
Yeah.
the Vikings, you're 10-0.
I don't know about that.
Well, they'll
you still have
up.
Tua.
It's the NFL. Weird things happen.
Yeah,
you still have Tua.
Well, if Tua gets hurt, we're screwed because Teddy Bridgewater's terrible.
He looked really bad. But I was talking to Eddie the
it.
other day, also Dolphins fan, Jake, and he said technically the AFC Championship game should be the Colts and Dolphins because everyone said that the best two teams in the NFL, the Bills, who the Dolphins beat, and the Chiefs, who the Colts beat. So I'll see you in the AFC Championship game. We'll have a drink.
In Miami, we'll win that game.
If it's in the Colts can't play on the road.
But you know,
if somehow the Colts, you never know. Jonathan Taylor, best running back in the NFL.
The Colts did beat the Dolphins in Miami last year as part of our 7-game losing streak after our first win of the season.
The Jags are going to win the AFC South.
Yes.
I honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'll be completely honest. I'm kind of worried about that.
Jags
they
have a head coach, Doug Peterson.
They have a great head coach, and I don't know if you guys have seen the comparisons between Trevor Lawrence and Peyton Manning. Like their first seasons where Peyton Manning was terrible,
awful,
set the interception record, and then the second season when I think the Colts went 13-3 or whatever it was, the comparisons are eerie.
Now
it's weird.
I'm taking my big cat bet. I took a big cat bet last year, and I had the Bengals. I'm gonna take a big cat bet. I'm going with the Jags.
Yeah, imagine this though too. Imagine when the weapons for Lawrence are like Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harris, and not Christian Kirk and Zay.
Whoa! Christian Kirk is making more money than Marvin Harrison made his entire career right now. So
that's sad.
I know. He got paid what, like $80 million?
Yeah, Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne were incredible, and Trevor Lawrence has got Christian Kirk and Zay Jones.
I'll be honest with you, Marvin Harrison isn't in the GOAT conversation enough. I'm serious.
Very good.
Like I would probably
no other wide receivers in the GOAT conversation except for Jerry Rice.
Well, no, see that's the thing is I don't agree with that. I would say if you had to ask me right now,
not agree with
I would
that?
say Randy Moss.
How do you not agree with Jerry Rice being the greatest of all time at receiver?
No. It was a different era of football. It was a different era.
Right, he would tear it up in this era.
No, I'm not saying he wouldn't, but I'm saying Randy Moss was a specimen. There's never been anyone like Randy Moss.
You know what tears it up in this era?
I would say Marvin Harrison's the same. Tua doesn't tear it up in any era.
Look at that. Fins up. See that? It's fins up.
That's not fins up. That's Land Sharks.
Fins up.
That's Ole Miss.
Fins up.
Shout out to Lane Kiffin.
Mama Shark.
Fins up. Fins
up. No
up.
fins up. No fins
go
up.
Dolphins. Go.
Okay, I'm cutting you off.
The
now.
Tua jersey comes on tomorrow if they win.
Do you have a Tua jersey?
He does.
Do. Oh my god!
I hope he rips.
I didn't pay for it as a gift.
Do you like Baby Tua? I think he's trash too.
Oh, Talia?
Baby Tua.
He's okay.
Yeah, Baby Tua.
That's because you're a Virginia Tech fan. You hate Maryland.
I do hate Maryland.
He's good.
They left us.
They pushed Michigan last week.
They did. No, I realize that. Also, Michigan, not the F word yet. They're flirting with it. You know what that word is?
Fraud.
Fraudulent.
They're flirting with it. They're not there yet.
What about Minnesota?
Minnesota is just
real. They're real.
Been real. All right. Thanks, Jake.
Fins up.
There he goes.
So yeah, that's gonna be it for the happy hour. I was gonna ask you about Aaron Judge hitting his home run and the bullpen coach
we'll
just
talk about it a little bit.
Just not asking for anything, just giving it right back. But yeah, you can get to it on.
We'll get into it. We'll get it.
You and Strick.
Me and Bach.
You and Bach. All right, on the block. Up next, Nate and Bach. Thank you guys for tuning into the happy hour. Adios.
Hey, buying a used vehicle sucks, and the biggest problem is who can you trust? Hey, this